NBA superstar Dwyane Wade was on with Ellen and announced that his 12-year-old son, Zion, has come out as a girl and now wants to be referred to as she and her and has a new name.
We are proud, when I say proud, we are proud parents of a child in the LGBTQ plus community. And we're proud allies as well. And we take our roles and our responsibility as parents very seriously. So when our child comes home with a question, when a child comes home with an issue, when a child comes home with anything, it's our job as parents to listen to that, to give them the best information that we can, the best feedback that we can. And that doesn't change because sexuality is now involved in it. So once Zaya, our 12-year-old, came home, and first Zion, everybody, I don't know if everyone knows, originally named Zion born as a boy, came home and said, hey, so I want to talk to you guys. I think going forward, I'm ready to live my truth. And I want to be referenced as she and her. I would love for you guys to call me Zaya.
Live my truth is what anybody wants, right? So the fact that her parents pivoted, because as a parent, I can only speak from this from a parent standpoint. You're going to love your child. You really are. But you also have, when you have a child, you sort of have a blueprint in your head of how it's going to look. Like I thought my son was going to love baseball and I was going to be going to games every single week, right? And when he wasn't into that, it was a little bit like, oh, so this is the world we live in, right? And a therapist told me before that you got to meet your kids where they are. And that's really what love is all about.
Now, Gabrielle Union, who is Zaya's stepmom, she posted a video on Twitter of Dwyane Wade and Zaya having a conversation in a golf cart. And this is Zaya's perspective of why she feels the need to be authentic and live your true self.
They're afraid they will be judged. I would say, don't even think about that. Just be true to yourself, because are you really even, what's the point of being on this earth if you're going to try to be someone you're not? It's like you're not even living as yourself, which is like the dumbest concept to me. It's just be true and don't really care what the stereotypical way of being you is.
Even when people are being mean, and even when people are getting hurt because they're trying to be themselves, and even through that, you still want people to make sure that they live their truth.
Yeah, I know it can get tough, definitely. But I think you push through and you be the best you, and especially more recently, it's become a more accepting. Even though there's obviously a lot of people out there who still are set more in the back in their days way of mind. But I think even through hard times, you gotta just push through. I mean, it's worth it. I feel like it's very worth it when you reach that point of yourself.
Feeling free.
Yeah.
Feeling like you.
Yeah.
Feeling like you don't have to hide.
You could look in the mirror and say hi to yourself. Nice to meet you. Instead of I don't really know who I am. It's like a full identity crisis.
That's one special kid right there, and a bunch of special parents.
I think that's awesome, man. I saw a lot of criticism online, especially because of age, and it's like you don't know their kid like they do. You don't know what you would do in a situation as a parent until you're in that situation. And I know a lot of men who actually don't speak to their kids because of similar situations. So to see him step up and display phenomenal parenting in this manner, I think it's amazing. He's giving his kid unconditional love and support. That's dope.
It's a special kid for being so mature with that decision. You got to anticipate coming home to walk in the door and say that. Had a lot of anxiety there. But it's special parents to support her, too. This is amazing. And, I don't know. I didn't have that kind of thing growing up. So I'm I can't imagine. And life is just too short to be not living your truth.
Yeah, you and I don't think grew up in a house that had what we would call defined as unconditional love. It was very conditional. So hearing something like that, my first concern wouldn't be for my child within my home. I mean, my kids are going to get that love no matter what, right? It would be trying to prepare them for the hate,
the reaction of the world.
And the reaction of the world. And you wonder at that age if they're ready for that, but she sure sounds like it.
Yeah, she's mentally 40.
Yeah, right.
That was an amazing conversation.
I want her mature.
Yeah, I'm about to say, she's more fit than me. That's for sure.
The Bert Show.